SoFi made big headlines today by becoming the first nationally chartered bank to release buying and selling of cryptocurrencies. Users don't have to sign up for a crypto exchange. They can invest directly from their checking and savings account because SoFi is essentially a one stop shop for everything crypto included. I'm going to talk about this rollout along with some Anthony Noto clips. And more importantly, Anthony Noto did a full fireside chat for KBW's FinTech conference today, and he talked about the crypto relaunch. He also talked about the USD stablecoin, about expanding into Brazil and Europe before the end of the year, expanding into Hong Kong, and his ambition to become $1 trillion company. You heard me, $1 trillion company. A lot to cover in this video. Let's jump right in. Let's start off first of all with the crypto news, and then we're going to go into the KBW fireside, and I want to react to a couple of clips. So with regards to the crypto trading, let's play a clip here. Anthony Noto said crypto is back at SoFi. We're now the first and only nationally chartered bank where consumers can buy, sell, and hold crypto. This is part of a longer clip, but we're just going to play a segment of it for now. This is Anthony Noto on Squawk CNBC earlier today talking about the crypto launch.
Nice to see you, sir, in person.
Good to see you as well.
Okay, so what's going on here? This is a big deal.
Yeah, this morning,
big deal for you.
It is a very big deal. It's a big day and a big milestone. Reverses the course of time.
It does.
We've wanted to be a one-stop shop for all your financial services needs, and one of the holes we've had for the last 2 years was in cryptocurrency, the ability to buy, sell, and hold crypto. We were not allowed to do that as a bank. It was not permissible. But in March of this year, the OCC came out with an interpretive letter that it's now permissible for banks like SoFi to offer cryptocurrency. So this morning we're launching as the only national bank, the first and only national bank, the opportunity to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
So I was going to ask, are we just talking about 3 for now?
We'll expand well beyond 3. It'll be a pretty broad assortment. We try to differentiate on being fast, having broad selection, great prices, ease of use. So we'll try to give members, SoFi members, as much selection as they would like.
And what's the difference between going through you and going through Coinbase or going through Robinhood or somebody else?
Yeah, there's a couple of really big differences. First, we're a nationally chartered bank, which means we have the infrastructure, the processes, the financial conditions that provides the safeguards that a consumer would expect from a bank, which is going to allow us to scale responsibly. The second thing is because we are a one-stop shop, you can do all your banking, checking, and savings at SoFi, your borrowing, and your investing, and now crypto. And one of the unique things about that is when you come to SoFi and fund your crypto investments, you'll fund them in a SoFi checking and savings account. That checking and savings account's deposits earn interest.
Say that again. You're going to fund it with crypto?
You're going to fund
your checking account.
You're going to fund your checking account with cash.
Okay.
And then when you buy Bitcoin or Solana or Ethereum, the money will come straight out of your checking and savings account. So when you're not putting cash to work, it's not sitting in an account that earns no interest, and it's not sitting in an account that's not insured. So the money will sit in an FDIC insured account. Up to $2 million is what we offer. And when you buy, it will instantly withdraw from that account and send it to the marketplace.
So that's really important. And I don't think it can be overstated enough is you essentially fund your checking and savings account. In that same ecosystem, you can then go right ahead and you can buy cryptocurrency. This is the benefit provided for being a nationally chartered bank. And this is truly the one-stop shop. You can manage your loans, you can manage your checking and savings, you can buy cryptocurrency, you can buy whatever stock you want from their brokerage platform, and so much more. You can manage your credit card rewards all under one roof. And that is the SoFi vision overall. Now, here's an interesting piece. This is Solana, the official account, 3.6 million followers. They tweeted today about SoFi. They're proud of the fact that SoFi is now a nationally chartered bank able to trade Solana. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the crypto space talking about the fact this is a US bank that is offering crypto services all under one roof. SoFi is the first to do this. Again, this is Solana. They've been tweeting about SoFi nonstop, saying the banking giant SoFi just became the first regulated bank in the US to allow customers to buy Solana directly from their checking account. You have StockGoat here who is saying over 1 million impressions on just these posts alone from massive accounts, most of which are crypto accounts. Crypto Rovers here, Ash Crypto, Bitcoin Historian, Solana's official account. And then you have this individual that says, this is why this news matters. SoFi is a large, well-known US chartered bank. Banks are the highest trust institutions in most people's lives. 60% of users don't want to sign up for a crypto exchange. They'd prefer to invest directly with checking. First trade, then transfers, then you have full-on DeFi. Again, Solana with this again. So there's quite a bit of news, and it's expanding the horizons for SoFi because you're getting all of this coverage from crypto individuals, not just from SoFi individuals. That's a very important caveat here, is the fact that SoFi is branching out and crypto is really going to be the vehicle by which they do it. Now, not only was Anthony Noto on CNBC, but he was also at the KBW FinTech Payments Conference earlier today. He talked about the crypto launch. He talked about stable coins. He talked about SoFi Pay. He talked about their mission statement. He talked about differentiators for crypto because they're a bank, international expansion and AI, and all of these product offerings that are going to be coming soon. I want to play a couple of clips. So first of all, let's start off with the crypto relaunch, and then let's see where we get to. So this is available. You guys can take a look at it online. The KBW FinTech Payments Conference.
We mentioned crypto this morning. This is step one of a long roadmap of products that we will continue to bring to market. I believe blockchain and digital assets are a technology supercycle similar to AI that will impact every element of the financial services world globally, and actually have a bigger impact in third world countries and economies that haven't benefited from banking and capital availability over time. We'll launch a SoFi USD stablecoin, both the payment stablecoin and deposit stablecoin. The payment stablecoin we hope to introduce in January, if not sooner. It will be part of SoFi Pay, which we just launched a couple of weeks ago, which is the ability to send payments from the United States across the Lightning Network to, in this case, Mexico, into local fiat. We'll launch Europe and Brazil before the end of the year. But SoFi stablecoin will be part of that transmission payment process. Our crypto business that we announced this morning, the payments that flow between us and other third parties will all be done with SoFi USD. SoFi USD will also be used at point of sale. SoFi USD will also be a currency and a tokenization of loans. It'll also be offered to all of our partners that generate 8 billion transactions, debit or ACH transactions, through the Galileo platform per year. And we'll market SoFi USD to every large bank, every regional bank, every consumer company that accepts digital assets, and everyone in between. And so we have significant aspirations there.
So I think you have to really read between the lines here, because here he's talking about 8 billion transactions that flow through Galileo. Here he's talking about all the relationships they have with their banking customers, and he's talking about the tokenization of loans. Tokenization is going to be a big buzzword in the crypto space with regards to innovations. He's talking about using it as a point of sale and international rollouts. Crypto is going to play a huge part of SoFi's roadmap, and Anthony Noto is out here. He's giving you all of the upcoming product rollouts that are happening in January, the international rollout, which is going to be before the end of the year, he said. And as we're about to listen, they're also going to be rolling out in Hong Kong very, very shortly.
Beyond that, within Invest, we've made a really, really big push to increase awareness for our Invest product. We'll continue to do that. We're actually rolling out crypto in Hong Kong in addition to the United States. So
now listen to Anthony Noto talk about their competitive advantage as part of being a nationally chartered bank.
And some of the non-bank competitors, given
Well, I mean,
you guys are a regulated entity?
What I'd say is they're already doing billions and billions of dollars of trading. So it would be misleading if I didn't say we're behind. Like we just started trading today for the first time in 2 years. So they have more volume than us. They have more customers than us. They have more years of experience than us. But we'll absolutely kick their butts because we are a national bank. We'll provide a level of safety and soundness that they'll only desire to do, and they'll never get there without the investment. Mm-hmm. They won't make the investment unless they have to do it from a regulatory standpoint. And I don't think they have the intestinal fortitude to climb the mountain that we've climbed and now on the other side of to get that bank license.
So I guess there's all these digital wallets out there today. Wouldn't this be competing with them?
100%. It's going to compete with every way you move money. So, and the reason why we call it SoFi Pay is, you pick where you want the money to come from. You pick the way you want it to travel or where you want it to go, and we'll pick the lowest cost way, fastest way, and safest way to get there.
Got it.
And it'll be fully integrated in our app. It's not meant to be a standalone app. It's meant to be that, SoFi Money is a tip of a sword for acquisition for us. SoFi Relay is a tip of the sword. SoFi Plus is, and this will be another way for us to create these meet these unique needs, and then bring that person into the fold of SoFi. And it's not just about technology and KYC and AML and BSA and all these other buzzwords. It's about liquidity. It's about quality of assets. It's about the management team, quality of earnings, and vibrancy in tough times.
I want to pause there because this is a full 40-minute talk and I don't want to react to the full talk. This video would be far too long, but I also want to summarize some of the other points that he was talking about. I shared a little bit directly from Anthony Noto about crypto and about how SoFi can be competitive with non-banking customers as a result of the competitive advantage that the banking charter allows them. He then moved on to talk about AI. He said, quote, "We have over 40 proof of concepts going on at the company currently, talking about defensive AI with regards to disputes and offensive AI with regards to personalization around the guidance." He talked about new products, saying there's a new product launching that is the equivalent of ChatGPT at SoFi. He then moved on to the credit and consumer health and the product mix. He talked about the home loans milestone, saying they're expecting in the fourth quarter to generate more revenue in home loans than in student loan refinancing. He talked about credit cards, saying that they're going after an audience and refinancing them from 25% down to 12%. He talked about loan platform business, saying there's $100 billion of declined loans on our platform, probably 25% that near prime lenders would love to have. So expanding out that credit box and leveraging that volume. He said they're hiring meaningfully in all sectors. He talked about the technology platform, saying everything we want to do in crypto, we want our technology platform team to build. They don't have stable coins. We're going to provide those services to other institutions. He talked about stablecoins more in depth, saying we're going to put that dollar at our Fed bank account with zero credit risk, zero liquidity risk. And he also said you could wrap the SoFi USD coin with your own name, essentially white label it. We'll do all the minting, burning, and treasury work. So that's really interesting as well, as SoFi becoming this, provider layer for other companies that want to offer their own stablecoin. Not only are they going to be competitive on the B2C aspect of consumer pricing on cryptocurrency, and as a result of being a national charter bank, having everything under one roof, but they're also going to be very competitive around the technology aspect from a B2B perspective, offering it to other consumers, doing all the heavy lifting and collecting a fee as they're doing this. And there's one other thing that he said, and for this one, I will play the clip.
So I assume like the primary customer acquisition channel will be people that are using your products today. After that, do you roll out a broader marketing strategy? How do you go about getting customers?
So this is the piece that I want you to pay attention to. He asked about the primary marketing channel and how they go about getting customers.
Yeah, I think this product will actually appeal equally to non-SoFi members as SoFi members. So when I say tip of the sword, this will be a primary SoFi first product for a lot of people that maybe didn't understand what SoFi does, or even though we spend nearly $1 billion of marketing, our unaided brand awareness is roughly 10%. So that means when you ask 100 people, when you need a financial services product, name 3 companies. You don't give them any names. 10 out of 100 people would have mentioned SoFi. That means 90 out of 100 people wouldn't put us in their top 3 or even know to put us in our top 3.
They spend almost $1 billion in marketing, and only 10 out of a random sample size of 100 people would put SoFi in their top 3 financial institutions, whether it's out of awareness or out of desire. That's a huge opportunity. And he's saying that crypto can help expand that pie to get more people to increase that brand awareness. And watch what he says next.
So we have a huge opportunity to grow that unaided brand awareness. We think it needs to get to 30% for us to achieve super scale and be on our way to $1 trillion company.
Did you catch that? He said to be on our way to $1 trillion company. SoFi right now is like $35 billion. So $1 trillion is very far away for this company to get to. But one thing is for sure, that Anthony Noto, the CEO, definitely has ambitions to get to $1 trillion. He wants to be among the top 10 financial institutions in the US. He said that years ago. And today, I think for the first time, we're hearing $1 trillion. That's insane to me, because that's bigger than any bank out there. That's bigger than JP Morgan. That's bigger than any of them. Of course, it's a function of time, but it's also a big function of execution. And we'll see what happens. Crypto is a step in the right direction. Diving headfirst into the other applications of crypto from both a B2C and a B2B perspective is going to help them not only increase that brand awareness, but also get another flywheel going to have the one-stop shop for all of their users' needs. Because if I am somebody who wants to have exposure on crypto, what easier way to do it than through my primary bank where I already have a relationship, where I have my mortgage, where I have my credit cards, where I have my checking and savings account and my brokerage account. I can just take money from my checking and just buy some Ethereum with it immediately. I don't have to go sign up to a brokerage. I don't have to do any of this stuff. It's all under one roof. And I think that is the big value proposition today, in addition to them expanding the pie, expanding the total addressable market of customers who know the SoFi brand, who are aware of the product offerings and the experience that they offer. And I think all of this is going to work towards accelerating that growth further. And I couldn't be more excited. It seemed as though Anthony Noto was also in terrific spirits as well. Obviously, good day for shareholders of SoFi, especially because this is something that's been long anticipated, and it's something that serves as the first step in the right direction. International expansion, AI, all of these product initiatives that he was talking about, they're all coming very shortly. And it seems as though SoFi is accelerating further, and they're doing so from a product-oriented perspective, which is something that we've been wanting to see from SoFi for a very, very long time. So I couldn't be more happy with this announcement. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.